Shalom, family. Glory be to God. Blessed be the Lamb, forever and ever. Earlier I said I would speak on Zionism, and I am. But we're going to also speak on 144,000 and the end time saints. And somewhere in there, we're going to squeeze in Madam President's support for what the beautiful people term reproductive rights, reproductive freedoms. We'll get back to that. 144,000 from the 12 tribes of the house of Israel. 144,000. As by Revelation 7, I'm almost sure of it. 144,000. Well, I know that you have been noticing that I can't get away from your number. If you see through my eyes, and you do, you always see 144 in some combination, 144 or 77. That's you. That's you. Maybe God is saying to me, it's their turn now. It's time for them to come forth. It's time for them to know who they are and what they are capable of. You know that you are a celestial being. Celestial. You didn't just get here like the rest of them did. You came, we all come through the womb of a woman, but take my word for it, God has his way. You have also went through the harshest reality that the devil's world has to offer. You've been through your version of 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. You went through the shit pipe and you came out clean on the other side. You've been tested. It's not yet fully awake. You have a job to do. You have a job to do, and it's almost your time. You're going to be busy, 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 busy. I came to be with you. I came to be with you. You are the counsel. You are the judges. You are the attorneys for the day of atonement and judgment. That's who you are. And you're quite sturdy. You're made of the real stuff. Of the real stuff. I would apologize for what you've been through, but I never apologize for anything I say or anything I do at this stage of the game, ever. I never put myself, allow anyone else to put me in that unenviable position of apologizing. I make people earn it. That way I never have to apologize. They earn it, and they know they earned it, and they know that is coming. They understand that if you do A, then I am going to do B without hesitation, and it should never be a question in your mind. If you do A, and I have stated it, that if you do A, I'm going to do B, then expect it. You may not know when, but you will know that he is going to do B. Period. It normally doesn't go more than 14 days before I act. I wait on other opportunities and scenarios. That way it's more efficient. It's more efficient. 144, you live in a bad, bad place. You live in a bad place. And let me ask you a question, a little bit off color, because I know that most of you have already been through this. I am pretty sure that God's going to put you through something or something similar to what I went through. One of these things is that you must die. You must die. The old you either have died or will die. I mean that, just like it sounds. That one will die. You will die. But death has no meaning for you. Most of you won't even notice. You may feel a little strange, a little offish, a little iffish. Just a little bit. And the immediacy of it all after you come through and realize that something weird, something very weird. Yeah. What was weird is you died. But death has no meaning for you. Death has no claim upon you. No. You're special. You are special. So look at the world around you. Ain't it crappy? Starvation everywhere. Homelessness everywhere. War everywhere. Rumors of war. I got my ass here, and if you know that if I'm here, then it's just bad business. The only time I would ever be here if it was bad business. Earthquakes, volcanoes, tidal waves, swarms of dragonflies, one of my favorite insects, but I ain't never seen them swarm. Well, they were swarming by the hundreds of thousands. All of the telltale signs of a calamity, the apocalypse, is right here and now. The devil is on full display. Full display. It ain't because he's powerful or anything like that. No, he has to be on full display. At this point, he has no more options. Everything that he does from here on out, he must do for his own survival, however short that may be. That is what he will do, is whatever he has to do. At this point, he's just like any other being of intelligence. The being of intelligence generally has 5 options. In any scenario, he has 5 options he can choose from. 5 options have been presented unto him in any scenario. Okay? He chooses one of these options. Okay? But in his head, he's solving a problem. No, the problem was solved beforehand. You've been given options that you call decisions, but they're not decisions. They're options. Perspective is everything, isn't it? Perspective is everything. When when I am quiet, you don't hear me. Trust me, I am thinking outside of you at that point. And I also know that if I want to hide from you, I just have to die. And it shocks everyone. I don't feel him anymore. Bitch, I'm right there. Excuse my French. I'm right in front of your eyes. What's the matter? You can't see me now. Well, I decided to take a little nap right about now. I'll be right back. And then everybody gets jittery. Even the wind gets jittery. Like, what the hell is he doing? what what kind of game is this? Even the wind takes notice. Something like that. He just stopped breathing. Do we really have to get pissed right about now? Did he just stop to tell me that tell me he's only playing? Tell me he's only jesting with us. That is not in the script. Will somebody consult the heavenly authorities? He done went rogue. He's playing possum again. Anyway, folks, you're special. And you will keep seeing these numbers, 144, all the time. Because you the shit. Judgment has to be brought upon this world. And it will be. It needs to be. I can see that now. Because there is no way that righteous people can possibly live with other than righteous people. I mean, righteous by God's standards. They don't have to like this. This is why I continuously call for separation. It's showing them mercy. Because the more that so-called Christians, believers, are anywhere near them, they will feel the need to lash out like children in violence and vitriol and castigation and insults. This is what they will do. And all of that eventually culminates in violence at some point. And we don't quite have the stomach for this type of selective violence, the selective type of violence that pinpoints a certain target with their hate or because of what they said. No, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for selective violence. We don't exercise selective violence. We exercise collective violence. Okay? Collective. Who's the more dangerous? Me or them? Think about it. It is more of a complex question than you would think. Who is more dangerous? Me, the one who will exercise violence as a collective, or the one who would hunt you down specifically because of something you said? About not even them, but about a subset of a population, be it Zionists or those other fellows that you're not supposed to talk about. If you say anything about them, then you have run afoul of the devil himself. You will be canceled, fired, not hired, retired, set upon. They will do these things. It's not from this grandiose position of power. No, it's not from this position of power in which they operate. It's this meager position of weakness. And sometimes it even sounds like it is a cry for help. A cry for help. Anyway, moving on. Zionism. This movement, this ideological movement that is called Zionism, brought to you by a group of people. I'm going to figure this out sooner or later. Israelis that pretty much, I don't know how to even find each other. How do crazy people find each other? How do crazy people find each other? What the hell? It's got to be spiritual. In fact, I know it's spiritual because it just cannot be in the random nature of things that a group of people, more than three, find each other in the same city at the same time doing crazy shit, and then they find each other and they get together and say, "Hey, we can do even more fucking crazy shit as a group, more more organized crazy shit as a group. Let us fool them. Let us deal wisely with them." How do they find each other, people? Wow. Anyway, pretty much they had decided that we're gonna rule the world. If we can, if we, if we can control information, we're gonna rule the world. We'll have this group thinking this and this group thinking that, and man, and they tried to kill us during World War II. A pathetic attempt, mind you. I shall say that Adolf Hitler, as I've been saying, the book is not finished being written on Mr. Hitler, neither is history. Now, is it? Remember, you used to call me anti-Semitic when I made that statement that history is not done with Adolf Hitler. You remember those days. He's an anti-Semite. Why is that? Because I'm just stating the facts that that man's history is still being written. It'll sound something like this. See if I can put this without getting blocked and mooted and disowned. There was this group of people, and Adolf bumped into them and figured out who they were and what they had done historically and in his country of Germany. Mr. Hitler went to round them up because he feared that using the data that was available at the time from his archaeologists, historians, scientists, that these people here were a threat to the entire whole of humanity. So we must deal wisely with their ass. Let us set about killing them, and all of them. And then in comes the rest of the world who did not understand what this madman, quote unquote, was doing as he slaughtered millions of them people. Their numbers, not mine. Trust me, it was nowhere near 6 million. That is a made up number. Completely. Plus, it is impossible to burn a body or a pile of bodies, especially in a hole. Your body is mostly water. That means that at the bottom of the hole, you will find like not dust, but gooey, jelly stuff that the water doesn't like to burn easy. It likes to boil and steam. They lie. But back to what I was saying. Many lies. 6 million. Anyway, so when history restarts, but shortly after America, France, and Britain, we are saving this people from this madman, they said. Now, who's acting mad on the world stage? Who's acting rogue on the world stage? Who is flaunting international law on the world stage? Who is making war on the world stage? In fact, they sort of look like they're in a Cold War style insurgency against the United States. Who is this people? Well, you can't say who they are without getting blocked. If you speak of them as a group, that's a no-no. So, like I said, here soon I will take the unpleasant turn of calling them out by name and their position. And the rest of you will immediately know that that person is of those people. If they want to just take one for the team, well, they finna take one for the fucking team. Because now I'm going to call you by name while you're very much fucking alive. Not like Mr. Hitler here. See, Mr. Hitler is down there saying, well, he's right. If they would have just let me finish what I started, they wouldn't be in this position right now. The Palestinians wouldn't be getting slaughtered, and they baby killers. I'm going to get to the baby killing aspect of it too. It's more than you think going on. It's more than you think going on with the murder of children, purposeful, willful murder of the innocent. There's more to it than you think spiritually, but that's for a later time. But think of it in the nature of sacrifice, ritualistic sacrifice unto whatever God that they believe in. But I would tell them God, the actual God, the beginning of all things, does not hear them, and he hates you. Which brings me to the next chapter. He hates you. In fact, he says this in the book of Revelation. He says that I know the blasphemy of those who call themselves ish people and are not, for they are of the synagogue of Satan, and I will make unto them footstools unto you. I will make them footstools unto you. That means you're going to walk on their back, like carpet and grass. And in the meantime, people like Benjamin Netanyahu, or Melikowski, or Bibi, or whatever he's calling himself these days, him and his secret hand signals and his rolling eyes and shit, how do y'all even stay in the same room with a man like that? Keep me out of Congress, because if I do get there, y'all are going to see some hell of a antics. I am going to get rushed out that room and hustled out that room on more than one occasion. Like violence. He'll be on the light side. Yep. Did he just slap that? He slapped the shit out of him. Don't act like you didn't hear. He acted like he was about to shake his hand and then come out. Knocked his glasses one way. His toupee went another way. His eyes went to rolling in his head. He didn't know what to do. He was thinking in his head, but I am a head of state. Yeah, who just got the shit slapped out of him. But them words and deeds coming out your mouth. Those deeds and those behaviors at the actions of your own hand. And I just couldn't stand it. And and my father would just have me kill your ass. But because I can't do that due to father's other rule that man's law is man's law, but I can exercise a little light violence in your $1,000 suit. What's that, a nosebleed? Oh, fucking nosebleed. I'll be bonding out in 5 hours. Fuck you. I'm out of here. But keep your hands off of me. I'll see you guys in the morning. So the next time his ass shows up, he gonna want to know one thing. Is Congressman Barnes gonna be at this hearing? Because if so, y'all better restrain that guy. This is just very disrespectful. This is I shouldn't be in fear for my life, sir. He didn't threaten your life. We all saw him slap the jack shit out of you. You consider that a threat on your life. But shit, it makes sense now. You're killing babies because they are also a threat on your life. You're killing women because they're also a threat on your life. On men because they're a threat on your life. You killed everybody but fucking Hamas because they're a threat on your life. You even bombing what you've already bombs. You sit back and you watch. You literally watch as 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 an entire population of people die, and you think you're gonna speak in front of me. No, you're not. Irrespective of what the Speaker of the House has said, you may as well, Speaker, you should consult the Sergeant at Arms. Have them on high alert. If you see Mr. Barnes make more than 3 steps towards this gentleman, you get him the hell out of here. We sick of this shit. He done whooped everybody. Who ain't been slapped by this motherfucker? Damn. Oh, man. This is uncouth behavior. It's uncouth, I tell you. Disrespectful and uncivilized. Well, babies have a voice, you see. You think some dead babies, y'all really think that babies don't have a voice? You think that babies don't have a built-in defense mechanism, but they do. But they do. They have a built-in defense mechanism, man. People like me. So whenever I hear of some baby killing going on, I like to be there. I like to see what all this baby killing is about. Maybe the baby deserved it. I don't know. There have been bad babies. I mean, I ain't never seen one bad enough to kill, but I mean, it is the devil's world. And just because I haven't seen one that's dangerous, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you should show me this dangerous ass baby. I might want to shoot the little tyke myself. Let us lay eyes on this deadly and dangerous baby. You a traumatized fuck. You've been traumatized all your life. I mean, you know what? It's sad when you start to believe your own narrative. But anyway, not to get too far off the beaten path, we still talking about babies. Who else likes to kill babies? I see. You didn't see this. You didn't see this segue coming, did you? Watch this segue. Who else likes to kill babies? Oh, nobody knows anybody. All of a sudden, nobody knows anyone who likes to kill babies. All of a sudden, the room empties out. Where the hell is everybody going? Where is it? Oh, I made a mistake. I figured it out. I said kill babies. Okay, that is so fucking basic of me. I meant reproductive rights, reproductive freedoms. That's what I was talking about. Do you know? Now, I could give you some numbers. Ugly numbers. Ugly. You done killed a whole lot of damn babies since Roe v. Wade. I mean, you've been on a baby killing massacre. I mean, just on a rampage. I mean, and it's not for the life of a mother. No, it's more at this point elective, selective. Some is even used as a form of birth control. Now, I said before, you need not ask me. You need not ask me where I am on that position. I'm wherever the babies are. This is like it can never change. It's a rule. Wherever innocence is, then God shall be there. And what kind of weirded out women are you raising anyway? You go from nurturing mother, the mother might kill you. God damn. Aren't mothers supposed to be nurturing, but mothers overwhelmingly want reproductive rights. I've never understood this, and I may get in a bit of trouble here, but I would think that it's easy enough not to get pregnant. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, therefore you don't have to use money to enforce your reproductive rights that I consider BK, baby killing. But I won't call it that because that'll offend some people. See, you have to understand something. You got to understand something. Some shit God just don't tolerate. Baby killing is one of them. He sent you a messenger. A messenger. Remember back in the 90s and early 2000s? There was a guy out here hunting abortion doctors. Oh, I mean, he was hunting them on the left and the right. He was hunting their ass down. He was... I mean... And they caught him in the woods, I think. I'm not sure of if they had to kill him or if he's in prison. But he went after abortion doctors with a vengeance. He killed them in the office. He killed them in their car. One scoundrel even thought that he would be safe if he went to church. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. ADK went up in there and went to church that morning too. Abortion doctor killed him. He went to church with him too. And he promptly shot his ass in there blaspheming. Falsely singing and falsely worshiping with blood all over him. A bang, 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 bang. And then he was dead. And the Lord seen it. And the Lord seen it, and the devil seen it too, and them damn parishioners, they damn sure seen it. I'm just saying, the whole point of me saying this is that messages come. Stop. And then once they caught him, imagine this here. I heard one of the doctors get so upset at a pro-life advocate that he came out of his office raging about there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to kill more babies and more babies and more babies. These are his words as he stormed off back into his office when he figured out he was on camera. I'm saying, wow, he has a wild hair up his ass. Was he ever a baby? I mean, because something must have happened in his damn childhood where the whole idea of babyhood and thought of it is just a traumatizing and emotional mind fuck for him. And he just can't take it, so he takes it out on all babies now. He'll whoop a baby's ass within 3 minutes of a meeting. But at any rate, this is the type of fervor, but you should understand that the babies have a defender as it goes. I'm just saying. So while you speak of reproductive rights and reproductive freedoms, you can call it what you want to, but we're writing it down in the book as baby killing. And you have killed millions upon millions upon millions upon millions. I want to call out the numbers. I think some are 86 million overall since Roe v. Wade. Overall, 22.8 million amongst the black population. And you offer us reproductive rights. You want us to continuously kill each other. So those people in there, here's another segue, folks. Those people in there, and they're roaring. You should have heard the applause from Ms. Harris when she spoke on reproductive rights. You would have thought that you were at a rock concert or something. of one of those iPhone releases. Like, damn, look at all them beta killers. Listen, sisters, don't. Well, I can't tell you anything. I forgot. You're not us. And we're going to end this right about here. You're not like us. You're not like us. A fella, a rap artist, made a song about it. I play it all the time. Don't attempt to usurp that song and make it fit your narrative. I think I can speak for him at this point. He would understand that when I say they're not like us, I'm not talking about white people. That is a given. I'm talking about the African American that masquerades amongst us every day and lords their African Americanness over us, changing our culture into what it has become. And that's from top to bottom, from the street to the boule, such as Miss Harris, that I don't know what the hell I am today. Today I'll wake up and I'll be black. In the morning I'll be post-Indian maybe, and Asian, you know, yeah, and I'll be the first Hindu or something. Who knows what I'm going to be in the morning? Shit, it depends on how I feel. Well, you know the gloves is going to come off, and I'll be sanctified and justified in doing it. And one of these justifications is from your own people. They don't like you. And they have the numbers. You have the power of being Madam President. But as always, they have the power given to them by God himself. The power of the poor, and the voiceless. So they have spoken, and they don't like you, and they say you're not like them either. So whoever you are, or what you're going to be like, we do know that you are a danger to Black America, period. End of discussion. And no amount of hoorahing by your sisters is going to change that fact. I'm not going to tell you things like you're not going to make it or you're going to lose. We'll let these things play out. By the numbers, you're looking good. By the number, you are doing much better than Joe Biden did. However, there's a fly in the ointment, Miss Harris. That's much, maybe. Much. It's come to light that you may not and cannot be selected in the process that you were selected in. Multiple lawyers, attorneys are saying that this was males, that the only due to how this was done and the timing of it, you can't run for president. I'm just saying. And then I thought about it. I had to put my legal hat on, and I went to thinking about the Constitution. One thing you know about the Constitution, as in all of American law, is that if you study it or you practice it, there is a pattern in it. There's a pattern in it, okay? It ain't just out there willy-nilly. There is a pattern in it. Like the Bible would have a pattern in it, a reoccurrence, storyline, so to speak, moral, so to speak, as in the moral of that story is. Well, law has a pattern. You know what? 90% chance them damn attorneys is right. You really can't run for president, if you are the president and Joe was in his second term, then that would mean that you would get Joe's term plus 8 more years, possibly, and that would make it unconstitutional just on its face, but it gets deeper than that. But I'm not going to give a legal lesson tonight. I'm just saying it is what the hell it is. Good luck with it. I mean that. But you can depend on me hitting you over and over because you have shown yourself to be a danger to both me and my people. You've shown this. Over and over, you've shown this. You've shown that you have a lack of character, a lack of backbone, and most definitely a lack of any true position. The only positions that you have taken are the very same ones that guarantee upward mobility for people like you. And that is to practice white supremacy while not being a quote unquote white supremacist yourself. Specifically, you using melanated skin to do it, like a good infiltrator would, a good house nigger would. So I want you to think about your house niggerness and your crimes against Black Americans. Not the African Americans. You see all them folks out there? They could give a rat's ass about what you did to the Negro, so you don't do it to them. Remember, you're all sisters from the same organizations, and then you have sister organizations and connections with the insurance, blah, 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 and that's all fine. But understand where we stand. We know where you stand. Understand where we stand. I don't give a rat's ass about anything that thinks of itself as a divine. Divine. A word that's better left to God and people like me. I would be divine. You, ma'am, are just flesh and rotten ass bone and marrow soon to be dead. That's how it is. And you think of yourself as a divine, as a divinity, it is an insult. That's just reason number one that neither me or God really likes you. Nah, that's my reason number one. I'm not going to speak for God. He gets deeper than I do, but that's my reason number one. Reason number two is that you worship the devils. Reason number three is that in your zeal to grow your organizations that become ever and ever more connected and more powerful, you have purposely or maybe unpurposely and quite unwittingly, you have caught the radar of those who would kill things that consider itself a principality. You are a principality. So we will kill you. We are mortal enemies. You are the wolf, I am the lion, and I want to kill you. Nothing that neither one of us can do about that. Well, yes, it is. I'm never going to stop wanting to kill you and taste dog meat, but you can always stop being dog meat. You can always find redemption. Find Jesus. But you ain't going to do it when you're absorbed in your own flesh and your own fleshly wants and needs. So good luck with that one, because for you to give up all of your fleshly wants, your nice house and your nice car, and you know all of the good things in life, well, you would just as soon burn in hell, wouldn't you? So burn in hell you will. Ladies and gentlemen, I am done. I am Source M7. We are one. Enjoy the rest of your night.